discontent that many humans feel, regardless of what's going on, that strange itchy feeling underneath it all. I was sitting in an airplane, flying and listening to a conversation happening in the seat in front of me. And the guy was telling his friend, as long as I keep moving, I feel fine. It's when I slow down that I don't feel so great. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're in a constant dance, which is a attempt to evade that feeling of dissatisfaction that the Buddhists call fundamental dissatisfaction. It's that thing that happens where even though everything's going great, even though all phenomena are aligning to get you anything that you want, if that's happening to you, you still get this weird sense of, man, I don't know, something doesn't seem right. Some people describe it as the shoe is going to drop feeling, or the idea that, in cartoons, when you're walking down the sidewalk and everything's great, suddenly a piano falls out of a window and lands on your head. This, of course, if you really think about it, all of it is the result of the fact that we're going to die. And that kind of sits in the background of every single thing we do until you've acknowledged it, faced it, dissolved it. Then you're going to walk around with it, and it's going to make you do funny, strange things all the time. It's the mother of superstition. It's the father of neurosis. It's the elephant in the room wearing the mask of the Grim Reaper. And lots of folks don't want to acknowledge it. I'm terrified of it. But the beautiful thing about the concept that so many of our neuroses are directly related to our inability to comprehend the fact that we are going to die, that everything we've done in this world will eventually be forgotten, and everyone we know will be completely wiped out, transformed to dust. The person you love the most, whoever it may be, from the depths of your heart, will experience the pain of death and eventual annihilation. Thank you guys again for tuning in. This is a comedy podcast. You can find us located in the comedy section of iTunes. The beauty of it all, though, and it's really exciting. Here's the thing. Do you want to treat the symptoms, or do you want to treat the illness? Do you want to treat the cause? You got to get the root. You got to get in there to the root of the thing and yank it out. You don't want to just treat the metaphysical pustulant blisters that erupt in your psyche every time you get close to the fact that you're going to die. And these blisters, they're different for everybody. For some people, the blisters manifest in the form of incessantly masturbating. A lot of guys do that. They're just constantly jerking off or fucking constantly. And basically, they're trying to fuck away the Grim Reaper. They're trying to fuck away death. They're trying to just thrust their cocks into their hands and pussies and mouths and assholes. Because somehow, for that little bit of time, there's the distraction from this aching, cavernous, festering, infected darkness, this thick boil of death fear that is in their hearts. Look, do you want to know, or have you ever found yourself late at night watching videos on YouTube of people extracting pus from blackheads? Has that ever happened to you? It has to me. Have you ever found yourself late at night watching 30-minute compilations of the best pus zit-popping videos available on the internet? I know I'm not the only one, because these videos have millions of views, which means that millions and millions of humans will settle down after a hard day's work and watch videos of people exploding their pustulant blisters and filming them for YouTube. Ancient blackheads in people's legs and stomachs, incredibly gigantic, thick, crusty, volcanic blackheads that have been ignored for years and years and years, festering there. And at the base, this cavern of pus slowly growing and expanding, getting bigger and bigger every single day until finally, for whatever reason, they make the decision. They're going to pop that motherfucker. And they don't care anymore. They don't care about the pain. They don't care about the embarrassment. They get their family to gather around them. For many people, it seems to be some kind of ceremonial religious experience where their entire family gathers with tweezers, alcohol rubs, varieties of zit-popping implements, and they spend at least half an hour toying with the blackhead, pushing it up, prying it out, and then finally yanking it free. And once it gets yanked free, there's an almost seminal explosion of festering, mucousy, white blood cells set free. They've been stuck down in there like some kind of Godzilla trapped beneath the earth. The family will cry out in delight. There will be overwhelming joy. There will be remarks about the strange, pungent stench of the exploded zit. And then people will comment on the massive size of that crater that is left after all that crap has been excised from their body. So why do people like to watch that awfulness? It's because we all know that inside of us, we've got a metaphysical blackhead. We know that inside of us, there's a buildup of all this psychic pus that's forming around the inescapable and indigestible truth that we are going to die. And it's so intense that our ego can't handle it. It's the splinter that is entered into the soul of man. And the metaphysical pus is desperately trying to transform, reconfigure, do anything to bargain, to deal with the fact that there's no way out of this impending singularity known as our demise. And it's scary. There's no way to fix it. People try. Ray Kurzweil's working on it. But theoretically, based on the fact that every single human and every living organism that has ever been born on this planet has died, except for us, the current generation crawling around on planet Earth, the odds are pretty good that you're going to eat it, brothers and sisters. No way around it.